the 2026 World Cup no US Mexico Canada it's me cabo Mexico still no and no final it me to form oh MetLife Stadium American can pass it and then match ni na by way after 120 minutes of action no na team and or man in this Spain let me Argentina every made the ASK Morgan Martinez made the review of World Cup final na dey every important action of course World Cup final no no Martinez now first of all like I said it was the second best attack in this tournament and Babishia the best defense in this tournament. In fact, before the third and fourth game, no, Argentina actually 19 goals of tournament, no man, now the best team or third and fourth game, no man, Miami in the France, it's maybe share 20 goals at the sign Argentina in this tournament. So as far as this tournament was concerned, one of the teams that the potent attack, any team and the defense higher rock solid will be to mean captain open our tournament in the Coco Shower final. Then the first lesson we learned in yesterday's match is that attack can win you games, but once again, defense will win you titles. Trophy, you need good defense. How about so winning match? You just need a good attack to win every match. And it's like the way I win in every game Argentina boy, they score, they concede, they fight back, and then they come to win because of a certain Lionel under Messi and the kind of quality attack and they go. But now, Spain took control of the game. They dominated the game from A to Z. Ball no, at the ball, they have got the Spain, at the Argentina, they have got dominating everything in the game. Ball possession, shots on targets, attempts, chances created. The only thing Argentina here no more than Spain or pack so. One fouls committed, yellow cards and red cards, bookings, and only at there Argentina better than Spain and our MetLife Stadium. Now, it was a Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante masterclass. Charlie, Abanti no running show no one thinking a controlling game no till say OP. Now Spain for team Nikuta what depth to the extent that is the second thing we learned that team their World Cup no overboard. You need a bench as quality as your starting 11. And until bench you good. Imagine say you no. Ya ball ye change the obi aba coach Akobet where you Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante arguably the best player on the pitch game now one at the game lesson and for control game no very well a certain Martin Zubimendi of Arsenal never our Premier League or Champions League final. So what I say born ya ba say Daniomu abre yan withdraw me yan fu bimbra ya fa ya kofa Mikel Merino de nabam ball na ye bono Fabian Ruiz ye the master controller won't think one no abre omra mbe homeni fa another player ma mra Pedro of Barcelona near the neighbor. It tells you how thick the squad is. Mikel Oyarzabal ye Ginefrin ye the Ferran Torres nebam in fact Obaye no be sheku ye Abranti and the Alex Baena ye no Yankofobia Nico Williams and the Kofan in the buy. No Ukrainian Spanish team no depth and another and quality of football no another a mobile tournament team na some of our positions because of any GD we muso meet na excel especially from Machirona mo center backs no right back say now you need the confidence woman. But at the end of the day, they proved all of us wrong. I'm sure say game no, they are ready to play. Kudos to coach and again the Louis de La Fuente and Mante. They've done so well. No clear woman said now, born you rap back no so. Spain took control of the game, a dominating possession, it created all the chances as far as the game is concerned. Now moving into the next day, the first job and Spain for no, had necessary pass or more our partners on the they should take Messi out of the game because Messi is the heart of Argentina. To the moment I'll be giving Messi every game, Argentina is out, and they did that perfectly. They did it so well that at the end of first half, now Messi near ball 15 times per. Now Messi aka ball only 15 times per. Even first half alone. Now Rodrigo Hernandez up for more than attaching ball more than 50 times to 60 times first half alone. And so it tells you how the Spanish team outclassed the Argentines. Now they had managed the game so well that even when Argentina had the ball, they were unable to pass to Messi. Do check it when the earlier videos maybe you notice that I mentioned that it is not okay if Messi receives the ball. But at a certain point in time, say possession is when we are playing in the transition, say possession is that's the move from transition from attack to defense. How organized will the Spanish team be? And for me, that is very, very important. And they executed it so well, sir. The moment Argentina found the winning ball, they were unable to pass the ball to Messi. And in Tikakana, Argentina for being now Messi was not getting touches. And at the end of the first half, Argentina players are not touching ball. Lisandro Martinez, uh, 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 Alexis McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, man no touch ball because ball yɛn mmɔ mfa yɛn mpene ma ball no ma mmɛduru anim hɔ ɛntra mfini hɔ ɛnkonkɔduru anim hɔ. And for me, the kind of team person Luis de la Fuente mmeranteɛ na execute no na wɔ park no so no, it was so magnificent, it was excellent. Look, the shadow blocking na yɛka ho asɛm sɛ ɔmo mfa nyɛ Messi ne Argentina, it was executed perfectly. And the Argentina players n'agye ball no ɔmo pagya ɔmo ti they can't see Messi. Just a Messi free Julian Alvarez nkyɛn saa ba akyire na wabenya nti wohwɛ Messi hit map na central areas no saa get close to the 18 box no koraa no na onya touches nti obenya touch just on drift back the central areas proper ansa na watumi anya touches. Yɛn nyinaa anim sɛ tournament nyinaa Argentina ahokyere na sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔhyɛ gu a Messi drifted the bar right side ɛno a Messi drifted bar right side but bar right side no onya touches nti wohwɛ ne hit map no koraa as at the time of drifted bar right side no onya touches. Surprisingly, this is the first World Cup final I am full 90 minutes at one team making shot on target, one making attempt. At the end of 120 minutes, no one making 2 attempts on goal, 2 in hands so lay off target, 2 in hands so no na opinion extra time. So look, Argentina never deserved to win the World Cup final. Per game no more the game. Now me share ball in na the American say football as a way of writing nasty stories. Say very surprising story. Say red baller Spain for number, red baller Spain mrantie number. Now at the end of the day, yem nkonko check why na trophy na. Yes, Argentina for nya magic malam go bi ahye. Nti omo the trophy no. I mean, it would have been the most unfair story written by football. Lo and behold, team Litminia the necessary goals. Now, the Spanish team was robust, well organized to the extent that na pack players or money a couple less pa the kind Julian Alvarez and Nico Gonzalez and Aleno Andre Messi. Paying for na Lenos Scaloni. Heading the new any how to create any attack in United. I saw Monsano. Almost have 3 players now. The least touches or board. So I wasn't surprised. Say the first starts now no means me create chance or means me make attempt or means me more on target be our board. That is how I imagine it. Spain has had a way of taking down giants in this tournament. The seamless way they took care of Portugal, the nice way they took care of Belgium. I think teams are much in Belgium they put a proper fight, and I think where Rudy Garcia has earned my respect for that game against Spain in the quarterfinal stage of Mutimi Boy. He has earned my respect because of that. That was a very solid performance. At the time, we underrated what he had done with the Belgium crop of players and Negrano, but he did so well. He did so well to be the only team to have scored against Spain and to lose that match 2-1. Senna Lamens blunder. That was a good game. That was a good game. I think Portugal also did very well to contain the Spanish team up to 90 something minutes when they made a mistake. They made a mistake and then Abranti and Idinde share. The kind of goal now, the nature of the goal now, share,
Mikel Merino they share Portugal. And I think it is a similar goal now. Pedro Porro they share France. You play the ball, you move into the space, the defenders follow the ball, and then Panaball and Messi or Machi. Then you are opening on goal with the goalkeeper. I think it is a classic tactics. Element of the tiki-taka footballer Louis de la Fuente are implementing so well in this World Cup. Kudos to him. He's done so well. Along the line, as the game proceeded, no, Lionel Scaloni who said the man no, lose game no finfin into on fire a certain Leandro Daniel Paredes and from Rambergen Nico Gonzalez. So that we are also being 4 men in the middle. So that's a ball no be finfin now. His men will outnumber the Argentines 4-3. The Spanish players 4-3. Into now Argentina for being 4 players in the middle. About the year Leandro Daniel Paredes at the base. Then we have Alexis McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, and then Rodrigo de Paul. Until 4 men in the middle who would be able to hold the Spanish players against Spain's 3 men in the middle. Fabian Rui, Abranti Anedinde, Dani Olmo, and Papa Nedine, Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante. So that a bear 4v3, sometimes they can press 2v1. It is a Spain player back kita bola, Argentina players may be pressure. Emu one or by game no more kakra, with me drive forward kakra, it's me penny a Spanish team no back kakra, but in the space of 10 minutes, Louis de la Fuente Mantiano, it's me who do or more containing the kind of pressure they were giving them at the time. And so it was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good game. But Mukakra will decide so okay, Simeone has to go out for Papa Nidinde, come on for Papa Nidinde Rodrigo de Paul, so that Simeone will come and add the weight. But you see, my brother Afreno, Marco Cucurella, he has been a very solid block at the left back position on him. For the duration of this World Cup, we'll be able to maintain a brand here, and in Simeone Giuliano Simeone Baye, he tried so well, but Cucurella wouldn't be a pushover, and in also successful. Then it reduced the numerical advantage and now Lionel Scaloni maintain and Finiwa a more Kwamamutimi forward Kakano, and so the Spanish took control of the game once again and almost dominated play. Look, both teams approach this game with the idea of holding their back line, defending their line so well. So and it was difficult for the teams to score. Although the Spanish team had a lot of chances, but I think that the robust nature, both teams came with a disciplined approach, a combative approach, or more fancy, or much compact, normally stay in the game for as long as possible. Look, we can't talk about the number of fouls that occurred in this game. Spain here 21 fouls, Argentina here 25 fouls. For me, the fouling incidents were too much. Na fouls no torso. And also because Argentina team no bought some kind of aggressive footballer who need some sense of aggression kaka, you cannot match them, you cannot play. And so every game you see that these are the kind of numbers we record as far as infringements are concerned. And once again, I think officiating was not very well as we expected. Our officiating was not very well as we expected. And for me, I thought coach referee Slavko Vincic could have done better than how what he did. Because honestly, Nico Williams goal not share, it wasn't there was no foul about that ball. There was no foul about that ball. I've watched the replay over and over again. I do not think the ball hit Mikel Merino's hand. 2, 1 foul goalkeeper. No, he did not foul the goalkeeper, and so it was a loose ball, and the player finished it off. But even if it touched Mikel Merino's hand, the ball had hit his body first. I saw that ball no bony heel ne pager by. I firmly believe it didn't hit his hand. But even if it had hit his hand in that instant, the ball had hit his body first, and so it wasn't likely to be called off as a foul. And VAR didn't even check me. I think that was a clean goal for Spain. However, Ferran Torres share another goal and no offside. That was an offside, clear offside. And no, but I just felt that Nico Williams' goal should have been a goal. Still, Slavko Vincic came into the game to manage the game. Like I've already told you that in this World Cup, the rate at which they issue yellow cards and all of that is very low. You understand? And so I feel they don't issue cards as much as they should. You understand? So Coach Slavko referee Vincic officiated the game. The first 80 minutes, he played 80 minutes with just 2 yellow cards. But from 80th minute to the 90th minute, within that period, he issued 3 yellow cards and 1 red card. Officiating 80 minutes, I know where 2 yellow cards per. But from 81st minute all the way to the 90th minute, we issued 3 yellow cards and 1 red card. I think that was the moment he realized that someone stamping the authority or former, the game will become something else. And we've spoken about the squad depth of the Spaniards. Yes, almost squad depth. I know it papa. Nobody can win a World Cup without proper squad depth. Why are they? Lionel Messi, way in the 3rd final awabo, is one of the few players on my board 3 different finals. Playing 3 different finals. And and break an important record by 1G the he's just the 2nd player where we need 2 plus Ballon d'Ors 3 World Cup finals, and it is very, very important. He's just the only player where we need 2 plus Ballon d'Ors 3 World Cup finals. Johan Cruyff we need 3 Ballon d'Ors, but Ogobo 1974 World Cup final against Germany, 78 against Argentina so what they say, and that's very, very important. Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima we winning Ballon d'Or 2 times, but 94 one more final nibi and into a more ball 98 and then 2002 and so so Messi is in an incredible position. Papa we need the anchor we break here very, very important record but when to me and we need and see the statistics of this game. Spain make it 20 attempts at the end of this game. Amunya 12 on targets. Baku Penetomu. Emiliano Martinez had pulled off 11 key saves in this game. He was my man of the match. Emiliano Martinez. He kept Argentina in the game for as long as possible. Anyone want Argentina for and to me and survive the game. Look, I was a FIFA sanction Leandro Daniel Paredes. FIFA man sanctioned by the integrity of the game at the phone. Argentina players, they've been very bad throughout this tournament. But you see, a certain Messi Binti now cover BBR. But you see, as a player, to be a good sportsman, you're not just supposed to be a good sportsman when you win. You're also supposed to be a good loser. You can't be a bad loser. You can't be playing and be a bad loser. So I for once think that FIFA cannot overlook this. They have to be punished. He has to be punished very, very well for incident. 2, one who said there's a particular fine for red cards. Enzo Fernandez J red card Argentina FNB fine. But it is also important to notice that Leandro Daniel Paredes yes and the referee man a red card after the game. And in my opinion, World Cup final are 2 red cards at PMO there. It is quite shameful. And FIFA and international I was all taking action. They need to take serious action about this. We can't let Leandro Daniel Paredes off the hook. He would have to be dealt with accordingly. These are some of the award winners of course World Cup. I think say Jude Bellingham with 7 goals in the bronze boots, and so Lionel Messi with 8 goals in the silver boots, and Kylian Mbappe Lotin with 10 goals on also to mean golden boots golden gloves Kodema with 9. Simon Spanish goalkeeper will make a record of 7 clean sheets in 8 World Cup matches. Ebin see that. APs. I don't know how long this history can stand. Na papa ne din de yɛ ɔde sɛn Pau Kubarsi ɛwini young player of the tournament, best young player of the tournament. The modern more I was really, but I think in my previous video I discussed how center backs are built from fullback positions before they transition to become proper center backs. How Pau Kubarsi has escaped all of those transition journeys, and then he has filled into the center back role proper for Barcelona, and then Spain. He's not being given enough credit. He's too good. He's too good. The 18-year-old tournament when you know, it's absolutely amazing. And Netherlands winning fair play. Now fair play award near for team what comport to the discipline level no so. Netherlands bought tournament no more 4 matches in the tournament no free. Only 0 red card, just 3 yellow cards. Imagine Argentina bought 1 match or 25 fouls. So Spain and Spain here 21 fouls. But Netherlands, more 4 matches or more boy in no more committed just 41 fouls. More 3 matches, 4 matches or more committed just 41 fouls. What it tells you is that averagely per every match they do around 10 fouls. Look at Spain. Spain is doing like 21 fouls in a game. Argentina is doing like 25 fouls in a game. And I'm sure Argentina for no correct other matches are fouls maybe so what they say. So that is why FIFA are more the fair play award and so and Messi to me winning silver ball for the second best player and also Mbappe and winning bronze ball as the 3rd best player. Mbappe, I think the goals and assists 14 into 10 goals, 4 assists or honor. And Messi also go and assist 12 or 8 goals, 4 assists and also honor. And Papa and Dean also Ede Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante to me J Golden Ball and so honor. So to me leading the team to come and win the World Cup and so honor as captain. And also Eddie Winnie. Now Michael Olise I make 2 important records on the Lionel Messi bought 2010 World Cup no bought 29 shots attempt went to me Anshegu it's the highest the World Cup has seen. And then Michael Olise is also joining our class now so tournament was a Anshegu, but about 20 shots or make it 20 attempts went to me Fabian Fantonet. And then Osan joining an important class since our 1970 World Cup. Pele, 7 assists in that particular World Cup now France and that has been the highest number of assists a player in any World Cup. And Michael Olise breaks our record now. What provided 7 assists, why equals our record now, so I provided 7 assists at the World Cup and so next time, the best sign Ababu, ever see Ababu, young coy.